This is a poem I wrote in 2009 when schools were closing in Glasgow, and I took inspiration from the struggle to save them. Glasgow arise. Here we are in Glasgow town, a city now of world renown. So many eyes have seen the Clyde, La Passionara's arms so open wide. Even though she lost her gun, she stands beneath the Glasgow sun, a tribute to the Spanish dead. Our Glasgow was so proud and red. When Glasgow workers took George Square, a revolution was born there. The leader was the bold Maclean, remembered now, though not in vain. When 100,000 marched against the war, as Blair's lies we did deplore. When the poll tax we did dispute, it gave our city a new repute. So here's to you, the River Clyde. We shall breach the old divide, with green and blue a simple gleam, devoid of every violent shame. So Glasgow arise to meet the new, as schools are closing from our view, the very first round of the fight to save our city from dreadful night. In the last poem I mentioned John Maclean. This poem is an introduction to him. So start. Long live the Scottish Workers' Republic. There is a voice, a Scottish voice, that school textbooks do ignore. The media go silent, they are more intent on gore. But in the memory of the people, which in songs and poems remain, we celebrate our hero, the rebel John Maclean. As the terror erupted when World War I began, people in many lands lost a brother or a son. Maclean stood upright and accused the capitalists of greed. For this they gave him 5 years up north in Peterhead. The Russian Revolution spread, and even over here, Westminster did as Westminster did when it was racked with fear. They arrested the ringleaders and left the poor in pain, and many swear it this last arrest caused the death of John Maclean. When our republic's realised and thousands fill the square, we shall honour everyone who fought for what is fair. Maclean, the teacher, the socialist preacher, whose conscience was his call, whose clarion voice we shall rejoice, and thus inspire all. This poem, I think, speaks for itself. Ode for the 700th anniversary for the Declaration of Arbroath. Not for riches, not for glory, play your part in Scotland's story. Freedom is our destiny, a place and time that will always be. Not for wealth, not for honour, liberty's our mighty author. Freedom is our very soul, our love, our life, our only goal. This is the spirit of Arbroath. This is our historic oath. Whatever rank, whatever station, for a free and democratic nation. Not for conquest, not for greed, a place to plant a peaceful seed in Adam's garden, all designed for peace and love for all mankind. I wrote this poem about 2 years ago, where I compare the horrors of Culloden to those were happening in Newman at the time. Since the ceasefire has been going recently, let's hope it lasts. From Culloden to Yemen. Bones are creaking on the moor, sprites are chapping every door. Who will write our battle lore while all around are dying? Children's killed from spot to spot, mothers too reduced to naught. Who can hear the Pibroch signed where our men are lying? Oh, homage to the British state, it was you that taught the world to hate. You have sealed your untimely fate with murder and oppression. See our flags as they unfurl, see our marches as they curl, hear the slogans that we hurl, we're headed for succession. But still your guns are so unfair, now with drones that foul the air, but our bones will creak nae mair from Culloden down to Yemen. Oh, um, this is a more recent poem of mine. It probably speaks for itself. An eulogy for Robert Burns. Oh, Robert Burns, your odes sae braw, they sing of love and freedom's claw. Wi' thy Scots tongue so rich and pure, your poetry a treasure sure. These verses flow like burning fire, igniting passion's deep desire. Your images so live and true, wha could compare to you? From Auld Lang Syne to Tam O'Shanter, ye master styles of Scottish banter. From our landscape highs and lows, ye brought hope to Scotland's woes, wi' words sae couthy and charms sae rare, and many set to a bonny air, the world disgraced by your genty hand, a poet cherished in every land. This is a song I wrote in commemoration of the Battle of Bannockburn for Scotland's brightest day. Shall we sing Scots wha hae, here on Scotland's brightest day? England's reign is ours to spurn, as we remember Bannockburn. The flower of Scotland's bold refrain, to be a nation once again. Who could deny our destiny? Scotland shall be free. Bruce and Wallace showed the way, and our songs of history. Let our path have no delay, we shall write our own story. Shall we sing Scots wha hae, to make again our brightest day? England's reign is ours to spurn, as we remember Bannockburn.